undocumented immigrants and immigration reform. I want to tell the truth about what's going on because nobody else is talking about it, and I'm tired of hearing our politicians lying about they're passing the buck like they always do, and they don't want to deal with it, and there's a good reason for that. Because undocumented immigrants are contributing billions of dollars annually to the U.S. tax base, for which they will never see any benefit of that. It is free money going into the United States government's pocket that they use for their government programs to whatever. In the year 2017, undocumented immigrants contributed $27.2 billion to the U.S. tax base. Of that, $9.9 billion went to local and state governments. They brought with them $200 billion of spending power that they're spending in the U.S. economy. TPS and DACA recipients paid $5.5 billion. Of that, $1.9 billion went directly to their local communities. The head of the Social Security Administration said that undocumented immigrants are a net profit for the Social Security Administration. We all know from years that the Social Security Administration is bankrupt. There's no money. They're borrowing money to pay our retired people. There are a lot of retired folks. You know what? These immigrants are paying into that system. They're paying the same tax that you are, 15.3%. They will never see any benefit from that. Whether you're self-employed and you pay the whole 15.3, or you work for an employer, you pay 7.5, they match the 7.5. Everybody pays it. I know what you're going to say. Oh, but they receive their tax breaks and this and that, and they get tax returns. Yeah, federal income taxes. Nobody gets back. Nobody gets back Social Security. You pay in. That's something you pay in over your lifetime. And when you turn 65, 67, whatever, you retire, and the government sends you a check. You know what? They will never get that check, because they're using ITIN numbers. The government gave them tax ID numbers so that they could pay taxes, but they will not give them any benefits. So when they retire, they will not get anything. You know what? It is time. You know what? You could be an American citizen. You might have a family member, your mom, dad, grandpa is receiving Social Security benefits. You should thank an immigrant because they're maintaining the system, all that money coming in. You know what? It is time that we help out our brothers and sisters. You know what? We were all immigrants. We all came from some other country. Nobody American citizen is native to this country. We all came from some European country. You know what? They didn't come here to steal your jobs. They came here in search of a better life for their children, just like we did all those years ago. And they're doing everything in this country. They're building the buildings. They're doing everything. They're serving the food. They're growing the food, harvesting the food, doing everything in this country, building the building where your kids went to school, the house you live in, everything. It's time that we help out. It's time that we show our appreciation and write your congressman, write your senator. It is time for change in this country. We need to stand up and help our brothers, immigrants.